Hi cuties, Halloween is coming up and it's my favorite holiday! I love everything about Halloween. The dressing up, supernatural stuff, creepy places, and possibly going ghost hunting in them. So I thought I would take this opportunity to introduce you to some of the creepiest places in Japan that I would totally love to go ghost hunting in if it weren't for, you know, every horror movie I've ever seen. Anyway, happy Halloween and let's get creepy! Yeah! First on our list is Takakanonuma Greenland Amusement Park. It's located in Fukushima, Japan and was built in 1973 but closed permanently in 1999 after trying to revive itself in 1986, but that was a bust. Rather than take everything down, they just left it there, letting all the roller coasters and attractions get overgrown, making it a perfect setting for a horror movie or video game. Rumor has it there were several deaths in its first run. Perhaps the ghosts are still lingering there today. But that's just a rumor. Number 2, the Keishin Radiology Hospital. Located in Kanagawa Prefecture, this was once the beginning of a modern high-tech radiology hospital, but 20 some odd years ago that dream fell apart. And the hospital was just left to ruin. Everything that could be torn out was, but it left behind this desolate Slenderman-esque looking place that's super creepy at night. And daytime, for that matter. The building now stands tagged by graffiti and occasionally visited by people making documentaries or people who just want to explore an abandoned hospital. But who knows what you might find there. Number 3, the old Chusetsu Tunnel in Fukuoka, a popular place for games of truth or dare, or really dare or dare. Supposedly, it was the scene of a murder, and after entering the tunnel you can hear a voice tell you to stop. In Japanese, not in English. Number 4, Gulliver's Kingdom in Kawaguchi. This was an amusement park based off the famous English novel Gulliver's Travels. Why? Because it was constructed in the shadow of Mount Fuji in 1997 and only lasted 10 years before being abandoned. The creepiest factors of the park are of course the giant Gulliver statue that's been tied down in the famous scene from the book. But it has a couple other creepy factors about it. Number 1, its position is pretty close to Japan's famous suicide forest. And 2, it is close to the town of Kamikuishiki, the town home to the Aum Shinrikyo cult that attacked the Tokyo subway system with sarin gas in 1995, making this not a top tourist attraction. But let's be honest, the creepiest thing is still the giant Gulliver. Number 5, Hashima Island. This island is located in one of the 505 uninhabited islands off the coast of Nagasaki, and it was once a rich coal mining village until petrol came into play as the major source of fuel. Now the once thriving town is left abandoned, decaying, and filled with only the shadows of those who once lived there. You may have actually seen footage of it in the documentary Life After People, but if you want to explore it, you can go check out their website, link in the description, and explore without ever having sat on the island because they don't actually run tours there anymore. Number 6, Nada Dreamland. Nada Dreamland was built in 1961 after Disney World took the world by storm. To be honest, it's modeled pretty much after Disney World, complete with Princess Castle, monorail, Jungle Cruise, and Main Street. But they took a huge hit in 1983 when Tokyo Disneyland opened up in Tokyo. And they took an even bigger loss when Universal Studios Japan opened in Osaka in 2001. By 2006, Nada Dreamland was closed. Now Nada Dreamland looks like something out of Silent Hill. People often sneak in for explorations and photography, but there's also a rumor of cult activity on the full moon. But that might just be a rumor to keep people out of the park. And finally, we must talk about one of the creepiest and saddest places in Japan, Aokigahara, the Suicide Forest. Lying at the northwest base of Mount Fuji, this forest holds a lot of mysteries, especially the lack of wildlife, making it an extremely quiet forest. It's rumored there are not only spirits, but demons lurking through the dense forest and caverns. This forest is second only to the Golden Gate Bridge for suicide count, having about 100 suicides per year leading up to 1998. This number has fluctuated a lot over the years, and now there are signs asking people not to kill themselves throughout the forest. For some, people enter the forest for hiking because of the pristine nature of the forest, but for some, those who go in don't come back out. Of all the places on my list, this is one place I don't think I would ever actually like to visit. The reality of the high chances of actually finding a dead body is just too much for me. I don't think I would ever want to subject myself or anyone else to that. However, there is a documentary you can watch on YouTube if you are curious about it, but warning, he does find dead bodies. There is a semi-annual body search run by local volunteers, and I commend them for their bravery to help finding those bodies and giving them a proper burial. I know I probably could not stomach it. It's just really sad to think that there are so many people who thought they had no other way out of whatever situation it was that led them to that decision. So I want to take a brief moment to all of you who may be suffering from depression, who may have had suicidal thoughts, that there is so much more to live for in this life. Please don't give up. Life goes up and down. When you're down, please remember that there is an up in your future. There are people in this world who love you and would be greatly saddened by your loss. Some of them you haven't even met yet. Please don't deny yourself the good times that are waiting to happen for you. Whew, okay, enough with the heavy sad stuff. For all those other places on my list, they seem like a good fun time for exploration and ghost hunting. Be sure to put those on your list of creepy places to visit if you should ever find yourself in Japan. Wherever you are this Halloween, have fun and be safe. You know how to reach me in the comments below or on Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter. Go check out the many ways to help support me get back to Japan, and baby, I can go ghost hunting for you. And I will see you next week, cuties. Bye!